Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's your boy Legend, and I'm back with another video. You already know what this is just by looking at the thumbnail. If you guys like this, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe while you're at it. Don't worry about the background, it's not going to be in the actual video when the what if start. I just got some anime king in the background because the nigga was cooking up with the writing. But let's get into this intro so we can start this what if.
Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah.
Crying. That's all that Naruto heard as he lay on the hospital bed. His chest was heavy, legs numb, chakra was almost non-existent, and he had stab wounds all over him, causing him to bleed profusely. Kurama was no better. He was tired after all the damage he had to heal during the blonde's last fight. And now, he was here. Tsunade and Sakura placed a glowing hand on Naruto, doing all they could to save him, but it was far too slow. Bachan, Sakura-chan, stop wasting your chakra. Kurama can't even help at the moment. Besides, Naruto coughed up blood as it threatened to clog his throat. I told him, if there was nothing anyone could do, to just leave me when I die. Don't talk like that, brat. You won't die. You still have to become Hokage. Naruto chuckled. He always wanted to be Hokage. It was his dream, and he got the motivation to do so after meeting the love of his life. Speaking of which, there she was, also trying to heal his wounds, tears filling her eyes. Bachan, there was always something I wanted to do, even more than being Hokage. What is it, Naruto? Naruto turned to the one woman he'd do anything for. Will you marry me? The room fell silent. They all looked at Naruto in shock. He was on the verge of death, and he still remembered that he wanted to get married to her on his birthday. She cried as she leaned over the bed and kissed him. Yes, 1,000 times yes, I'll marry you. Tsunade smiled through teary eyes. Naruto, do you take her to be your wife no matter what trouble arises? Naruto coughed before he answered. Always. Do you take Naruto to be your husband through any troubles thick and thin? I do, no matter what happens. Tsunade wiped away a few tears, as did Sakura and the rest of the nurses. The two of you may kiss. The newlyweds joined lips for seemingly the last time as many memories flashed through Naruto's mind before his head went blank and the heart monitor he was attached to flatlined. Many years prior, Naruto walked out of the academy as he sat on the swing alone. Those words hit him like a brick and they just broke him. I'm sorry, Naruto. You may have shown improvement, but your clone jutsu, it just doesn't measure up. It doesn't meet test requirements. You would become a danger to your comrades, and for that I cannot pass you. Naruto stood and ran. He didn't want to see anyone. He didn't stop, not even when he heard Mizuki-sensei calling him. He just ran all the way home, but upon reaching the stairs of his apartment, he bumped into someone. He was tall, red markings on his face, and he had white hair. The man looked down at Naruto, who looked away. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump into you. The man laughed and pulled Naruto up to his feet. Don't be. I was in your way. I should be sorry. I'm Jiraiya, the legendary Toad Sage of Mount Miyaboku. Naruto looked at Jiraiya confused. Jiraiya's sweat dropped. He now knew that the kid didn't know him. Well, I know you don't pay attention in class. Hey, you're 13, right? Where's your headband? Do you not want to be a shinobi? Naruto lowered his head. I failed the test. This was my last strike, and I failed. I can no longer become a shinobi, all because of a stupid clone jutsu. Naruto walked past Jiraiya and went inside, leaving the white-haired man feeling bad outside before he vanished in the sunshine. He appeared in the Hokage's office. Sensei, you never told me Naruto was likely to fail the exam. Now he can't become a shinobi. Sarutobi looked at Jiraiya. Yes, I know. I figured he would fail, but nobody at the academy takes him serious enough to actually teach him. That's where you come in. I want you to train Naruto, teach him everything that you know, and after a year, bring him back and I will personally test him. If he passes, I'll make him a shinobi of Konoha. Sensei, that sounds nice and all, but I'll need more than just a year to teach him everything. Sarutobi laughed. Yes, I know. After that, you will continue to train him outside of the village, and I'll send you the occasional mission. In total, you will have him until the age of 17, which gives you 4 years. Jiraiya thought about it and smiled. I'll go and talk to the brat about it. I bet he'll be ecstatic when he hears it. Time skip. Jiraiya sat perched on the windowsill as Naruto looked at him dumbly. There is no reason for me to pack. I have nothing to pack. The little stuff I do have is the clothes on my back. The bed, dresser, table, the fridge came with the apartment, so it's not mine. Jiraiya felt pain in his chest at the word. This was his godson, yet he lived like he was mere inches from being a slave. Well, this won't happen from now on. Come on, Gaki. I'll help you with this problem, but first, we're getting rid of that orange jumpsuit. Naruto nodded as he went off with Jiraiya as he clumsily fell through the window, trying to mimic the guy who said he trained him. The two arrived in a clothing store. It was ran by a retired shinobi that fought in the Third War, who went by the name of Uchiha Kagami, one of the only survivors of the Uchiha massacre. But he only lived because he exiled himself from the clan the day his son Shisui died. The reason being, Shisui was the only way for him to regain his eyesight. But he turned up dead, and the blame was shifted to Itachi. Because he was blind, he lost all that made him Uchiha Kagami, his eyesight, the use of the Sharingan, but he knew Itachi didn't kill Shisui. He had his summon with Shisui when he met with Itachi before he fell off of the cliff. How's it going, Kagami? The shop owner looked up. I know that voice. Jiraiya, that you? The Sanin grinned as the two embraced in a hug. Sorry, old friend, but I'm not here for chit-chat. Here to get my latest apprentice some new clothes. Kagami looked down as he flooded the surrounding area with his chakra, sensing the second person. Naruto felt it. It was his chakra was hot. The blind Uchiha kneeled down in front of Naruto and studied him with his unseeing eyes. Naruto fully expected to just be kicked out of the store, but only found a gruff hand on top of his head. I hope you find everything you need just fine. The shinobi section of the store is just over there. Naruto turned his head to where the man had pointed. The Sannin grabbed Naruto as the two walked off, going for the door. That ended up where the shinobi section was. Naruto ended up getting a lot, mainly because of Jiraiya picking things out for him. Clothes with a color variety of black, gray, crimson, red, and midnight blue. 2 kunai pouches, 60 yards of ninja wire, 100 explosive tags, 4 sealing scrolls, 45 shuriken, 60 kunais, not to mention the vials of ink and black scrolls that were on top of everything else. That'll be 30,000 Ryu. Naruto's eyes went wide. The material was cheap. He had so much stuff for so cheap. And from what he could tell, it was quality stuff. It was because he wasn't overcharged. Even at the Higurashi weapon shop, he would have paid at least 40,000 Ryu. It wasn't overcharged there, but they just guaranteed that they sold quality products. But at any other place, he would have to pay 150,000 Ryu easy, or he would just get thrown out. Jiraiya paid, and the two were on their way, but Naruto immediately changed his clothes and ditched the bright orange jumpsuit. Meanwhile, Mizuki smiled. Pretty soon, he was going to get what he wanted. It would be better if it was the Kyuubi kid, but he couldn't find him after he failed. But he found Kiba. He would work just fine. All he had to do was tell him to take the scroll at midnight and meet him in the forest. And in return, he would teach him the supposed secrets on how to put the Uchiha prince in his place. Time skip. An angry Tasumi stood in between an injured Iruka and a confused and scared Kiba, while Mizuki lay on the ground, panting and surrounded by Anbu. With Naruto, he ran. He was doing laps around the lake. That was 5 miles around, and he was on his 24th lap. He had one more to go. Once he finished, he collapsed. His legs felt like jelly, and his breath was haggard. He wasn't expecting his training to be this intense on the first day, and this was still the warm-up. On your feet. Naruto, what are you? Let me hear it. Naruto immediately stood. And Uzumaki, the most feared name on the elemental nations. Flashback. Jiraiya dropped his bag as he sat down in front of Naruto as he pulled out a picture and gave it to him. Naruto took the picture. It was a picture of a red-headed woman. Naruto was confused. Why was he giving him this picture? He was then handed another picture. It was a picture of him when he was just a few hours old, with the same woman lying down next to him, a hole through her stomach. And he saw the robes of the fourth as well, though they were tattered in blood and dirt. That's your mother, Naruto. And that is you. Her name was Kushina Uzumaki. She was part of the strongest clan, called the Uzumaki clan. But the clan was wiped out in the second Shinobi War from a combined assault of the Stone, Cloud, and Mist. The clan of Seal Masters, Ninjutsu Specialists, Taijutsu Prodigies, and Special Chakra users, let alone Stamina Freaks, eliminated 90% of the total enemy force before they finally fell. Yes, Naruto, you are an orphan, but you're an orphan of the Uzumaki clan that has almost limitless potential. Naruto had tears in his eyes, but he refused to cry. He was handed another photo. That's the fourth Hokage, Naruto. He was secretly married to your mother, and that means he's your father. You always wondered why you were mistreated in the village, yes? Naruto could do nothing but nod. You were born on October 10th, the day of the Kyuubi attack. The fourth never killed it. You can't kill constructs of chakra. You have to seal them. And that's what he did with you. He didn't want to make you and your life miserable. He wanted you to be seen as a hero, but his wishes fell onto deaf ears. You are what is called a Jinchuriki, a human sacrifice, but you're no sacrifice. You're Naruto Uzumaki, son of Kushina Uzumaki and Konoha's Yellow Flash. The village calls you monster, bastard, scum, demon, parasite, and leech. But me and you will prove them wrong. End of flashback. Naruto panted as he did another push-up. 100! Naruto collapsed onto the ground. His arms were rubber, and his core was tight as hell. On your feet, kid. Naruto slowly stood as he caught a soldier pill and swallowed it. Now, for the rest of the night, you're going to learn the Shadow Clone Jutsu and the multiple Shadow Clone Jutsu. These are the hand signs for the jutsu. I'll tell you a little secret about this jutsu. When you perform it properly, upon dispelling the clone, you receive all the memories and knowledge of the clone. Naruto's eyes widened. If he was thinking properly, that meant he could speed up his training by a lot. It took Naruto exactly 40 minutes to learn both jutsus. After learning the jutsu, Jiraiya allowed Naruto to finally rest. Time skip 1 year later. Naruto was now 14. He was currently walking back to the village with Jiraiya. Yo, pervert, how much you want to bet that once I get listed as a shinobi, that I'm going to be the strongest genin there? Jiraiya looked at him. I'm not making that bet. You trained under me seriously. You trained with the Toad Sage for a year with shadow clones. I already know you'd be the strongest genin there. The two of them laughed as they walked through the gates of Konoha. Naruto looked different from before. He used to be the shortest in his class, underweight and pale, but now he was a bit muscular for his size. He was now one of the tallest in his class, and he looked well fed. The two made their way to the Hokage's office. Naruto walked into the office with a smile on his face. Yo, old man, the strongest shinobi has returned. Sarutobi looked up from his desk. Ah, Naruto. You must be speaking of Jiraiya. Naruto twitched at the comment. Sarutobi laughed at Naruto's expression before he spoke again. Jiraiya, how strong would you say Naruto is at this very moment? Jiraiya looked at his student. You mean this brat? He can handle a lot. He sucks at getting jutsu, but has no problem breaking them. But I haven't tested him on Sharingan Genjutsu. His Taijutsu is that of High Chunin to Low Jonin. His Kenjutsu is that of a Chunin. His chakra control is it's actually almost as good as Tsunade's, considering what he holds inside of him. I tested his IQ, and it's pretty good for his age, sitting at 170. So overall, I'd say he's High Chunin to Low Jonin level. Not to mention his knowledge of the shadow clones and his Sarutobi looked at him, waiting for him to finish. His what? Jiraiya put out a sheet of chakra paper. I'll just have to show you. He passed the paper to Naruto as he took it. Naruto started to channel his chakra through it, and the paper was violently torn apart. Some of the pieces burnt. Others crumbled, some got soaked, and some wrinkled. But what all of them did was they all got drawn back together. They got drawn back to each other as the paper tried to reform itself. Sarutobi looked at the papers. He didn't know what this was. If he had to guess, he'd say that this was some type of bloodline or mutation or something. But guys, I'm going to end it off right here. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe while you're at it. But without further ado, I'm out. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.